Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Brave and all set for a wedding celebration. Who will break Ridge and Taylor's promises? Taylor made a proposal. Yes, Ridge said. The countdown to the upcoming epic I Do has finally started. However, how long before it turns into, "Oh no, you didn't"? Brooke is a wedding crasher waiting to happen, let's face it. Even though she said she would move on, how many times has she left and then returned as soon as she smelled commitment and chiffon? She might break off the ceremony with one of her famous monologues about destiny, true love, and how Ridge is meant to be with her. By now, it is almost a tradition. However, what if the typical suspects don't provide the twist? The thought of Taylor taking on the role of stepmother once more may not excite RJ. Lately, he has been silent and absent. However, keep an eye out for the upcoming Forrester drama. Or perhaps Hope will show there without warning to protect her mother's honor, and make a last-minute request that Ridge wake up and pick the lady who has been his ride or die for years. The deathbed hookup of Liam Spencer. According to daytime soap opera regulations, Liam Spencer will require one final passionate night on his deathbed before he checks out if he is indeed dying on the bold and the beautiful. The rumors that his character is being killed off have not yet been confirmed or refuted by Scott Clifton. Liam Spencer is going through a bit of a dry period, even for a guy near death. In addition to being horribly unmarried, he has a limited amount of time left to live if he doesn't decide to undergo chemotherapy. Will the character have a final passionate relationship before leaving if he does die this summer? Keep reading to find out what's coming up next on spoilers down below. Soap whispers claimed for months that Steffy Forrester would share an unintended moment of passion. Emotions are running high for Liam's friends and family, and it's easy to see how they could get caught up in the moment and want to make love one final time. Of course, her spouse Dr. John Finnegan may have some objections. But Steffy's leave is growing closer and closer while the character is nowhere near Liam Spencer and his dying bed. As a matter of fact, we haven't seen Liam Spencer in a couple weeks and his cancer plot seems to have been pushed on the back burner for now. Hope Logan just got engaged to Carter Walton, but there's going to be trouble in paradise because Daphne is on her way back to Forrester Creations. Liam only declared her love for Hope a few months ago, and he won't say no if she wants to cuddle with her ex-husband while he lies dying. Hope will probably head straight for her ex if Carter makes a mistake with Daphne once more. Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, Liam's other ex, and he briefly reconnected last year. But she hasn't been on the show for a while. Ivy will most likely see Liam if his cancer fight is widely known, and one thing could lead to another. In a technical sense, she was the last woman he had a relationship with in Los Angeles. Before he checks out, do you think Liam Spencer deserves a final kiss? Who do you believe will be the fortunate woman? After inviting her parents to her house, Steffy requested that Taylor show her the ring once more. But Ridge was more worried about what had transpired with Luna the previous day. To gather more information, he was attempting to get in touch with Chief Baker. Steffy recounted the entire vile story of what had transpired with Luna. Steffy promised, "I think they're going to find her wherever she is." Ridge had insisted on increased protection, which Steffy didn't like. She was afraid her children would begin to inquire. "I'm attempting to protect Hayes and Kelly. I'm attempting to shield them from any worries regarding Luna," she stated. Steffy was concerned that her parents were not enjoying their engagement and were too focused on Luna. "You ought to be enjoying this momentous occasion." "I'm not concerned about Luna," Steffy declared. When Will and Elektra told Katie about the Luna sting operation in the design studio, she almost went crazy. Will told his mother he was all right. "All right? You might have died," Katie exclaimed. Elektra added her voice, albeit it may not have been that useful. It was terrifying watching it on the live feed, but Will was very brave and got all the proof the police needed, said Elektra. Katie, a sobbing wreck, didn't care about that. When Will told his mother that his life had flashed before his eyes when Luna pulled the trigger, it didn't help the situation. Will claimed he did it for Elektra, but Katie wouldn't stop and didn't understand why he would do it for Steffy alone. Katie then became irate with Elektra for being more concerned about Will's safety than the fact that he had kissed Luna. When Luna tore open Will's shirt and exposed the wire, Elektra remarked on how frightening it was. Will felt guilty that he had let Luna escape. That was because of me. I could have done something more, he said. Katie argued that none of this was Will's responsibility. Do you have a mental illness? She was armed. Have you ever considered how I may be affected if something were to happen to you? Since this was something Bill would have done, Katie blamed Will's behavior on being his son. Will, you can't let your courage trick you into thinking you have the upper hand when you don't, she said. When Will hinted that he might need to do more, Katie almost exploded. Electra later informed Will that she had assumed he was kidding when he said it, but he appeared to be taking it seriously. Wearing her green leather lock Steffi in a cage attire, Luna sat in Sheila's apartment and gazed at photos of Finn on her phone. Luna told her grandmother that Deacon didn't see Sheila when she entered. Sheila informed Luna that she was being sought by the police. Oh, whatever. What are they going to do? Lock me up for saying a few of threats? She asked. Sheila said, yeah. Sheila noticed Luna was in tears and inquired if they were for Will. I'm thinking about my dad, yet I'm still upset by what he did. I experienced what it was like to be loved by a regular person, someone but my dysfunctional mother. And Steffi is ruthlessly taking that away, Luna bemoaned. She was shocked that Steffi had persuaded Will to try to trap her. Sheila's bluntness startled Luna. Nobody forced you to say the things that you did, she replied. Luna inquired as to Sheila's support for Steffi. She was afraid that her grandmother would abandon her. Sheila was adamant that she supported Luna. I also didn't turn my back on you when I proposed that you leave Los Angeles. I'm attempting to keep you safe. To do my best to assist you, Sheila suggested. Luna then declared that Sheila would leave town after receiving her wish. Luna said, Sheila, there's just one thing that I need to do first. Sheila inquired about Luna's plans after becoming a little concerned. Nothing for you to worry about, Luna stated, her eyes displaying a twisted expression. Sheila requested an embrace when Luna informed her that this was farewell. I'll be living my best life somewhere else in the world, Luna informed her. At least I'm leaving with a bang though, she continued. Ms. Dillon informed Hayes in art school that they might have a special guest who would teach them origami later. As usual, Luna crept outside the window and gazed at Hayes. She quickly made her way inside the beach house and taught origami. Hayes received a private lesson from Luna after the children attempted to construct their own. After that, she informed Hayes that they would be creating a unique gift for his mother. She will be blown away, Luna said with a smile. Was Katie correct to hold Steffi responsible for endangering Will? In an attempt to trap Luna, Will had a sting operation. When Luna found Will's wire and pulled a revolver on him, the plot took a risky turn. Will was fortunate enough to escape, but he later had to face his mother's wrath. Katie was understandably incensed when Will revealed what had transpired with Luna. For being stupid and putting his life in danger for Steffi, Katie chastised her son. Katie persisted in her tirade, saying that Steffi had to deal with Luna and that Will owed her nothing. Katie was considering the worst-case scenario and concerned about her son, just like any mother would. Naturally, Katie accuses Luna of endangering Will because the intention was to persuade her to admit that she is pursuing Steffi. The first question posed to Noelle in an interview with Soaps was what superpower Hope ought to possess. In the end, she decided on confidence or belief in yourself. I hope she finds that strength and just makes up her own damn mind, follows through whatever it is, good or bad, she said, reflecting on her character's hesitancy toward guys like Thomas. Then, if she could travel across time, she was asked which soap opera she would join. First of all, the 1980s, she explained, because that was, I feel like, the height of soap opera popularity. She added, I want Crazy, and mentioned Passions as a show she'd like to participate in. I want a vampire to bite me. Noelle recalled that Torsten K., her current co-star, starred in the supernaturally charged General Hospital spin-off, Port Charles. But I also want to have my ex-lover from Spain show up while I'm getting romanced by a vampire who's going to turn me into a vampire queen or just whatever, she continued, reiterating that getting Hope bitten would be enjoyable.